Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, we do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. Today's video I'm going to be sharing with you a message from Pete Sessions and also a message to Pete Sessions, and I'm also going to be looking at the symbol NNDM Nano Dimensions. This is a stock that has been previously featured on the channel, and we're going to be looking at a huge prediction for July for NNDM, so stay tuned for that. So before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So first headline here from the Wall Street Journal with regard to the market. Stock futures tick lower, oil prices rising right now. The US market, remember, was closed today for Independence Day, and happy Independence Day for everybody celebrating. Chinese metal producer shares rose after Beijing set export curbs on minerals. Let's start by having a look at the message from Pete Sessions on July the 4th, Independence Day, and what he stated earlier today. He says, "Today we commemorate the courage, vision and sacrifice of our founding fathers who fought for liberty and established a great nation. Let us remember the values that make America exceptional, and these values include freedom, opportunity and equality for all." So thanks for that message, Pete. And what I have stated here to Pete is I do agree that is a great statement, Pete, and also I'm going to thank you in advance for everything that I hope you will do for us. I do agree that these values define America. These are values that define America are freedom, opportunity and equality for all. As you stated, this should be applied in all scenarios. That includes job opportunities, businesses, housing, healthcare. But not only those areas, it all should also be applied to trading on the stock market. So my message to Pete is retail investors should also have equal opportunity in trades and should not be disadvantaged for the prosperity of market makers. So following on from that message, let's give a shout out to Mike Q now, who's also posted something in a similar line. So following on from that message, let's have a look at a post from Mike Q, who's also posted something on a similar theme, and he stated, "I propose a 1-year ban on all shorting on all securities. Who's with me?" Then on the second year, the ban remains on securities under a value of $5. Guess what? There won't be very many left under that. So I think it's a positive post. I personally do agree with that. I know some investors will say banning shorting does create concerns and problems for the market. However, if we have a look at the overall costs and the overall benefits, I think the overall benefits are that emerging tech companies, emerging bio companies are not going to be shorted to death. But I do believe the benefits far outweigh the concerns. So Dr. Singh has stated, "Just implement it forever." So yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that. And G Singh has stated, "Seriously, shorting a ticker under $1 is like shorting them to bankruptcy." So yes, certainly true there. Let's now have a look at NNDM, also known as Nano Dimension. This is a stock that was also covered in the previous video. So please refer back to the previous video for the introduction to Nano Dimension. So let's start by having a look at the chart for the previous 5 days. On the trading on the Monday, this was up just in excess of 1.38% at closing at $2.93. But what's more interesting is over the previous 5 days, NNDM is up in excess of 28%, and overall momentum is certainly looking bullish. So in terms of the news covered in the previous video, quick reminder for anybody who's not aware, there was positive news from earnings, and we can see here Nano Dimension did announce record quarterly 2023 results with revenue of $14.97 million, representing a year-on-year growth of approximately 43%. So great news and great momentum there for NNDM. So let's now have a look at other developments. So headline here for Investor Place, and this headline is 4th of July 2023. And it states here, best under the radar stocks that three AI stocks that they're looking at a prediction that are going to soar in July. So surprise, surprise, NNDM is also added on there, and it's looking at tailwinds from the AI rally that we have seen could carry NNDM stock higher. So let's have a look at the reasons for this. So with regard to NNDM, also known as Nano Dimension, this is a 3D printing company. It's developing advanced printing electronics that could revolutionize the manufacturing process. The technology is poised to capitalize on rising demand. We've seen that certainly in the revenue. So in terms of the company, it is a positive company to be added on the list. It's number 1 on the list. It does stand out of the favorite as one of the favorable price ranges right now in terms of what it's trading at, and there is huge potential for it to go continuously higher, in contrast to many other highly priced AI stocks such as Nvidia. So in terms of the article, they did ask Bard, and in the Bard there was an explanation that the company has hands on multiple up-and-coming sectors such as 3D printing electronics. The company are developing something called Dragonfly LDM rapid circuit printing technology, enabling quick production of complex boards and sensors. And finally, let's finish off by looking at in terms of the financials. Again, we saw the 43.5% year-on-year revenue growth. We also saw the earnings before tax at $22 million. Long-term profitability may be uncertain because obviously currently it is still a penny stock. It comes with a high risk. It is a speculative play, but I think for June we've seen good momentum, and certainly for July there is a good likelihood that this will continue. So from Fintel, in terms of the institutional owners, what we can see here in the month of June prior to earnings, a number of institutions have significantly increased their holding of NNDM. What we can also see here from Fintel is in terms of retail buyers. This is also something that has increased significantly, and confidence and outlook and momentum for NNDM certainly seems very positive. And finally, I'd like to finish off by giving a shout out to our weekly watch list. In the previous week, we called out stocks such as CCL, that was up in excess of 25.7%. APLD, that was up 12% Monday to Friday, did close down 6% on the week, so not all calls are successful. MEDS, we called out, up 40% on the Monday. There was a sell-off and then it was down 29% on the week, and it's always a good idea to take profit where you can. KIT was up 18.2% on the week after Monday's dip. AGLE was also up 6% on the week after the dip. PBR was down 3.5% on the week, so not all calls are successful. And in terms of some of the stocks that we called out this week, these were made available prior to trading on the Monday. RNLX, TSLA, CCL, NKLA, XPEV, Sophie, NCLH, amongst others. And I think many of these have had great momentum on the Monday. Hopefully this continues. If you would like to get a copy of our daily stock alerts as well as our weekly watch list, this is a bit made available exclusive to the Discord members. And finally, thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.